Well, about, I don't know, a couple of days ago, there was a huge EA sale, and one of the games on sale was Medal of Honor Warfighter. It was like, every single game was like 40% off. And I don't know if I was drunk or something, but I picked up Medal of Honor Warfighter for the PC. Now, since I have it on the PC, a lot of you have been asking me to make a little sort of review. Now, there's not a lot of people who post Medal of Honor Warfighter. Predominantly, it was Olbian himself and still is Wall Guy. But, since I do have a couple, I would say about 12 or maybe 20 hours, something like that. When I was in LA, I played a lot of Warfighter on PC. And I was using a controller. Now, obviously, this is a PC gameplay that you are seeing. I am using my mouse. My G500 mouse. Which is not acting up for some reason. I don't know what the hell is the problem. Actually, I'm glad that the problem's solved. So I picked it up, and in hopes that, I don't know, maybe it is that different from the console. Because I never really, when you played something away and you have nothing to compare it to at home, you can't really make comparisons. I mean, yes, I did play a lot of Medal of Honor Warfighter for the PC in LA, in Los Angeles when I went, but, I haven't touched Medal of Honor till the premiere, and then I got it on the console, so I kind of forgot how the PC version feels. And you know what? I'm gonna be blankly honest with you guys. It's Medal of Honor Warfighter. I mean, yeah, sure, graphics are better. You can, customize your graphics. The frame rate is a bit higher, but other than that, it's the same exact thing as on the console. Really. Swear to God. I do better on the console, obviously, because that's my main platform. I did quite okay here. We won at the end. This is just to show you guys, how the PC version looks, if you haven't seen it. And, I mean, it's the same thing. Really, it's the same thing, except that you can customize your graphics or whatever. But other than that, it's the same thing. I really don't know what to say anything else. Like, it's not some sort of a huge leap, a huge revolutionary leap from the console to the PC. It's not. It runs smoother, a bit smoother if that's what you're after. But other than that, it's the same, exactly the same experience. I did have trouble finding these servers because there's not a lot of people playing. And I kind of wanted a server that is at least semi-full, not in terms of like 3 versus 3, because I did play it today, literally like 2 versus 3 or something. The entire game, nobody joined. I browsed through servers, I tried looking for servers, and there was maybe like hotspot servers left. Or like a couple, but I was really intended to look for either sector control, which I found none, or some team deathmatch, which I found this server. And I wanted to just to show you guys how Medal of Honor Warfighter looks on the PC. I mean, I bought this game about, I don't know, 3-4 days ago, maybe a bit longer than that. The time where that sale was, I guess, out there, the 40% off. Almost every single game, and I put a couple of hours of gameplay into PC version of Medal of Honor Warfighter, and I tried to distinguish the main differences between console and PC, and obviously the PC version runs on, I think, 60 plus frames per second. Whereas the console version is capped at 30 frames per second, and that is noticeable. It's a bit smoother, but, as far as controlling, as far as shooting, as far as glitches, sure, I didn't run into the reload animation glitch. And the biggest, I guess, sell point for me would be the fact that the PDMs, the personal defense mines, actually make fucking sound when you're in the proximity of them. Like, it warns you, get the fuck out of the area, whereas on the console, it does not warn you. But other than that, I couldn't find, any sort of huge, mammoth differences that would make me want to switch from a full-time console player to a full-time PC player. Now, obviously, this is just my opinion. Obviously, if you have, a high-end PC, well, maybe not a high-end PC, but a PC capable of running Medal of Honor Warfighter, get the game for the PC. It's smoother, 60 frames plus per second, or whatever. You can customize your graphics, blah, blah, blah. But if you get the console version, don't be sad, because you're not really missing out on anything. That's just my verdict. That's just my opinion. I really tried hard to look for something to bitch about, you know, in the PC version, and maybe it's kind of my, I don't know, I wouldn't say inexperience, because I do have a lot of, I guess, hours, well, not a lot of hours, but a decent amount of hours played on Warfighter, combined now and combined with, you know, my Los Angeles trip. But there's really nothing. If you have a console version, it's basically the same thing. I mean, I'm trying really hard to, I don't know, find ways to really compare, but other than graphical differences and just overall smoothness, there's really none. So if you have a high-end PC, sure, go buy Warfighter. If you haven't bought the game already, if you have a system, if you have one system or another, if you can't afford a high-end PC to play this game, don't worry, just get the console version. If you have only PC only and you're looking for Warfighter, sure, buy the Warfighter version. Don't buy the console version. If you have both, well then that's great. Buy both or just buy the PC version, because there is really nothing that's different. I thought, just from my initial playthrough in LA, that it would be like a huge difference. Like the second I jump into Warfighter, it would be like this huge hallelujah moment, you know, that what the hell am I missing, you know, why am I on the console? But there really isn't. There really isn't. And I wouldn't bullshit you guys, especially in this area, because I really wanted this project to succeed. A lot of other people wanted this project to succeed, but unfortunately it's the way it is. There's still, you know, a bunch of players left. It's a lot easier to find games on the console, I can tell you that for sure. Right now you just click Team Deathmatch only, or Hotspot only, or Second Control only, and boom, you have a full server almost every single time. And that's a guarantee. Obviously you're gonna join some servers that are half empty, or you're the only one there, but on the console it happens a little bit more, I guess. It's not as common on the console as it is on the PC. But anyway, yeah, I mean, the game looks really nice. It's a first-person shooter again. It's, you know, it's Warfighter, and my frames started to drop here, and I actually had to cut the game short. We ended up winning 75 to 69, and my final score was 20-8. I just really had to cut my game up here because my frames were dropping, saying to me that, hey, the recording is too large, you need to pause it, get the other one out of the way, and then restart it, because my hard drive still didn't come. But anyway, this was my little rant of Medal of Honor Warfighter for the PC. Hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to leave me a thumbs up, and I will see you, Sexy Legends, next time. Thank you for watching.